Sorry, that's such a cute picture, okay? Making amends. Ah. Master Clive, I am aware there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention. But should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness, Prince Dion.
It's usually me making demands of Harpocrates. I wonder what this is about. Lordsman Harpocrates, I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor.
Wait,
This
you
was
taught
some years
Dion?
ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government.
What? Then how? Why'd you leave?
Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Wow, reunion.
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
Oh,
The guilt
fair.
weighs heavily on him, I know.
Yeah.
But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him.
And now he's
And
sort
I
of...
did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer.
Damn.
It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship.
The power of friendship! He needed the power of friendship.
Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail.
Oh, okay.
Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted
Oh, it's a
inner
flower.
solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try.
Okay, we'll
Where
do
can
our
I
best.
find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms
Oh,
from whose
those
roots
ones,
the
yeah.
poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
Okay, well look.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
We will. Alright, Tomes. I will be safe. I promise. Is this a dragon? That's a dragon's face.
Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Nice try.
Oh, still hit me. Nice.
To me, boy.
There we go.
Attack! Unhurt Torgal.
Oh, jeez.
Too slow.
Yo, it's the legendary Chirimo! Chirimo, how goes you? How have you been? Can we get a shout out for Chirimo? Slowly getting used to working with, Bahamut. No, I keep saying Bahamut. Odin. Pick wild wyvern tails.
Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose. Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
Wild wyvern tail. Record suggests that the wyvern tail was first cultivated for the purpose of distilling a purple dye from its petals. However, when the tended blooms were discovered to lose their hue over time, the gardeners of early Valisthea made the fateful decision to investigate the practical properties of their roots instead.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Yes!
Oh, I don't...
No, let Dion come over.
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
Aw, Harpocrates!
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
Now. It is time, then.
No.
No, only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him.
Oh, come on, Dion.
Not after everything I have done.
Come on, Dion, please. Accept it.
I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more.
It was... You didn't want
All
that.
because I was weak.
No, it's not because... You were manipulated.
I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it.
Facts.
Test your resolve.
Tell him, Clive.
Prove to yourself and to him how strong it truly is.
Let's go! Pretty boy problems? Yes.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Dion is a great dragoon. Come in. Come on. Let's go. It's okay. They won't bite. The kids won't bite. Hard.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
It's... Aw. Dion.
You'd be surprised.
Aw. Just talk to him. Do it. Do it, please.
Master Harpocrates, pray. Accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete.
That wasn't your decision,
Your
boy.
lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Oh, someone
Lift
please
up your
hug
head,
him.
Your Highness.
Please, someone please hug
The
Dion.
deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail?
Piano.
The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild.
Aww.
Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness.
Oh, Harpocrates!
Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you.
Let him cry. Let it out, Dion. You need to.
I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm. For only then shall I be deserving of it.
Yes! Come back! Yes! Let's have the... Aww. Hug. Please, please give him a hug. They both
As
need
you
hugs.
wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost.
Oh?
I shall not forget this.
Aww. Dion deserves all the head pats. Can we... For a second, can we just have the Torgal emote on Dion? I see you, Sakat.
Clive.
Shall give him a flower.
Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him.
Aww.
Not to mention the wyvern tails. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
Yes,
I hope
because
the
he's
soil
coming
and the
back.
hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T.
Oh.
When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
They both gave me
A
something.
stoler's quill.
Oh?
Or more precisely, my stoler's quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Oh, that was sweet. I love this. Lordsman Harpocrates is best loved writing implement, whose nib has scribed many a learned tome. 'Tis said the owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. Harpocrates. A gift from the very first emperor of Sanbreque to his infant son. This ring has graced the hand of every dominant of Bahamut since. Wow. Dion gave that to Clive? The aether it absorbed from the icon over the years aided the next imperial scion in drawing out the full potential of their bloodline, but now the empire lies in ruin, and the bloodline is broken, so let it be with Bahamut, as was always intended.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost.
Ask about Dion.
I well recall.
The time I spent at the Imperial Palace instructing the young prince on the history of our realm. He was quite unlike the other noble-born children I had taught, not only for the keenness with which he listened, but for the earnestness of his conviction.
He truly believed.
It was the Empire's duty to serve the people, and was determined to study the past, that he might not repeat its mistakes. Which is the reason why what befell Twinside weighs so heavily on his soul. He must live with the consequences, and I fear it will take more than merely time to heal such wounds.
It will take forgiveness.
Not from you, or me, nor his countrymen, not even from his late father, no.
From himself.
Only then might his flower bloom again. Aww.
Ah, yes.
You've arrived at a solution, then? Dion will carry us.
Indeed.
A feat befitting the final act. I congratulate myself that I shall live long enough to see it, a feat in itself for a man of my years. But to be serious, it is no small thing to match against fate, Clive. You must be certain of your footing, lest the winds of destiny divert you from your course. Are you certain of your footing, Clive? I am.
Then go.
And do what you must.
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
New world. The paradise Ultima seeks to summon into creation. One free from blight that almost ended his race. Though Barnabas believed that he and his fellow faithful would be allowed to join his deity there, he was mistaken. Only Ultima and his kin shall have a place in this new paradise. A paradise freed not only from blight, but from humanity. Ifrit risen. The two icons of fire united as one, with a might that far exceeds either icon alone. With the body of Ifrit and the wings of the phoenix, its appearance closely resembles that of Ultima, as depicted in the ancient murals of the Circle of Malleus. Could this be the final true form of the vessel that Ultima requires to remake the world? Logos. Where Ultima uses mythos to describe the vessel he has long awaited, one into which he can pour his soul and cast his supreme spell, Logos, indicates its blasphemed form, a vessel over which the will of another has complete claim, making of itself a false god. Cid's faithful scout, now one of Clive's closest and most trusted allies. Born the youngest son of a large family, he has always longed to be a big brother. However, just as his mother was ready to give birth to the sister he had impatiently awaited, his entire family were slain in an imperial raid on his village. Now he has a new family and the members of the Hideaway, and swears to protect him where his younger self could not. I love this. Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Elude's armies, he was in fact a magical creation of Odin, and when his master primed, Sleipnir followed, taking the form of the icon's six-legged steed. But an Eggy cannot exist without its icon. When Barnabas died, so too did he. The wages of fate. Do you remember what you told me that night at Phoenix Gate? That while the fate of Rosaria sits on my shoulders, the fate of its dominion sits upon yours. But are we not both dominants of fire? Does not the flame of our forebears burn in both our hearts? Shall I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield. Now let me choose to be yours. Oh, is this not what our father wanted? What Cid wanted? To cast aside fate and forge our own paths. Grant me this, Clive. Let me be your strength. Joshua! These brothers, man. A hideaway welcome. Etta seems fond of the silver bow we gave her. So much so she's been taken to setting it atop her belly as she rests. Aw, to hear her tell it, the rascal's kicks something fierce when she does, too. Sounds like we've another fighter on our hands, and none too soon. Can hardly wait to teach our newest little curse breaker everything I know. Oh. Though I suppose we can all celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now. I'm not getting emotional yet, Ro. Concern for Jill. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavily on her heart. And we would be poor friends, indeed, if we not seek to lighten her burden. even but only a fraction, before we depart for the skies. I would speak on this more in private. Heed Joshua's request.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Priceless. What's going on, Joshua?
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To
Aww.
let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her.
I love how
How
Joshua's
to do
telling
that?
him.
When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Damn.
And it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Aww.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
I love these brothers so much!
I can't say my travels ever took me back to Man's Hill. I'm curious to see how it has fared.
Oh, here. A location I haven't been to? Wait a minute. I haven't been here before? Oh, there are no more. Aw. They dead.
This is the place, but
I'm sorry, Clive.
there's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
I didn't see what trophy
keep
I just
looking.
won.
Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then
Damn.
why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone at the backyard. To the hideaway, then.
Oh. Here be Rosfields. Visit all areas on the world and local maps. Ah, I missed that area. Wow.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
Hey,
I need
Frederica.
your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did
Okay.
you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right.
Oh.
I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilefeist Bay.
Oil of
Whose
Feist.
shores border the meadows. Off we go, then.
The garrison did away with posting guards here at the wall. Now any man, woman or branded can pass freely.
Seems the Duke's had a change of heart.
I doubt he had a heart to begin with.
Damn. So we got a heart.
We were worried the peace might be short-lived. But Philippe's promised the watch will keep us safe.
Let's go.
We've got more pips than the Vale's got paps, and they're all just as sweet.
I hear the Dukes agreed to let us keep our land.
For now, at least.
What? Didn't expect to see me here at the gates.
Hey,
I told you,
Philippe.
I'm finished with the garrison. The Duke may be a changed man, but my loyalties lie with the Dame.
Yo, Philippe for the win, man.
My father would still insist on asserting his authority over the garrison, when what we need are more men like Philippe in charge. Unfortunately, the captain is content with his position in the city watch. Has the man no aspirations at all?
Is that why you're just watching him from a distance, Sabine?
You take that bread to the garrison.
Oh, that's a lot of bread. Some nice looking bread.
That fool of a Duke thought he could push the Dame around, but it was her who ended up on top in the end.
As she always does. I hear that's how she likes it.
On top, huh? Mm-hmm. Dame is a top. Confirmed. Not that that needed confirmation.
Looks
we
like
knew that
you've
already.
gone first. We can remedy that.
Can you now?
Oh! We flirting in broad daylight. How about you two?
Not enough talk. How about we retire to the Vale?
I'd like that, but the Duke, he still hasn't paid us.
Damn.
I don't think I ever got the chance to properly thank you for your service. My chamber is just upstairs. You can bring your friend if that's your fancy.
Joshua, what do you say?
That armor looks positively stifling. I could have it off before your captain even knew you were gone.
Oh my. Oh my.
And there I was thinking you'd grown tired of me.
Oh, ask about Isabel's new role. As if running the Vale weren't enough. It would appear I have been elected the townspeople's representative.
For his part,
the Duke concurred, though it would scarcely have mattered if he hadn't. So unanimous was the clamor. Had he known that trying to pit us against each other would only result in our bonds growing stronger, I dare say he might have taken a different approach. He underestimated us, though, to be fair, we underestimated ourselves. Northreach will only ever be as strong as the sum of her people, and it was when we stood united that we stood tallest. We cannot simply rely on a wall to protect us. We must be the wall, and I intend to be, when my other roles permit.
well,
I think it's safe to say we showed the Duke of Knot the error of his ways. The problem with so many leaders of men is that they know little of the men they wish to lead. Having seen firsthand who we are and what it is we fight for, perhaps now he will better understand how to govern us. He is already in talks with the merchants about fortifying the markets and constructing new housing on the far side of the wall, which should certainly endear him to those who, until recently, would cheerfully have tied a noose around his neck.
Why?
He's even made amends with his daughter Sabine, for as long as one might with as fiery a spirit as she. Despite the Duke's many failings, which are divers in plenty, mind you, I believe his love for the Empire and his desire to see it endure in these, its darkest of days, are sincere.
And who knows?
In time, we may yet allow him to add Duke of Northreach to his list of titles.
The last few years
have been anything but kind to Northreach, yet we've managed to endure it in spite of it all. With a little help, of course. And while it's still a shadow of what it was before the fall of Drake's Head, the town has rediscovered something I had half given up for lost. Hope. Hope that tomorrow might be a better day. could see it in the eyes in each and every one of us, in our smiles.
Believe that we all matter.
That we can all make a difference. We are not merchants, soldiers, courtesans, or even bearers. We are the people of Northreach, and we are one. The world around us may be dying, but here in the shadow of this forgotten wall, we've found a new life for ourselves. We've put aside past quarrels, put aside our pride, that we might make space in our hearts for more important things like each other.
And should the skies grow even darker?
We will not fret, for we know we can overcome anything so as long as we stand together.
We really mustn't stop meeting like this.
The garrison may have kept the whites from the walls, but who was it that kept these cobbles swept? Me. That's who.
Haven't seen any of those beastly blue-eyed fiends of late.
Perhaps you haven't been looking hard enough.
Oh?
Do be careful.
I will. The Duke has pledged to work with the people of Northreach to rebuild the Empire.
Better late than never.
True.
I told the dame I would take the largest residence in Northreach, yet she outright refused my coin. Some nonsense about having enough space for everyone.
Oh my gosh, this nobleman. Someone slap him, please.
Those things didn't fight like men. If we're to be ready for them next time, we'll need a different approach.
Agreed. I'll start preparing a new training regimen.
Nice. I like that they're working together now. As they should.
Carla, the dame needn't worry. I am a man of my word, and I fully intend to keep it.
Good.
So overzealous was I in my desire to see the Empire restored that I lost sight of what was truly important. The citizenry.
Yeah, you kind of lost sight of a lot of things, my dude. Is there just one random raptor? He's by himself? Where are your friends?
Meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Okay, so maybe here. It's either here or it's up there. But this seemed pretty... Oh, there it is!
See them? I do. The flowers, they are friends.
Oh. I shouldn't have used that yet, damn it.
What do you see, boy?
Oh, great. Love that for me.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
Wait, who else? Who else is on their way? Who am I fighting? Oh, you guys. Not sorry about your Keyblade. Just smacking him in the butt. What in the butt? What in the butt? Nice. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Oh, we have a lot of blood on us.
That was harder than I expected.
Clive. Oh, I like how the blood disappeared. It just faded into his face.
But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
Aww.
Do you think Jill will like them?
I'm sure she will.
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
Aw, these boys! Elpis flowers. Jill, come with us.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you.
It's up to you.
You and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Aw, I love... Josh was so supportive.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but...
Go on a date with
fancy
me.
A trip to Oriflamme.
Let's go on a date.
There are so many.
Aww.
This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough.
Oh, Clive,
We've been
stop.
worried about you. Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits.
Aww.
In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
Aww.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Now kiss.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best.
Aww.
I felt so trapped. So lonely.
Oh, that's why she was crying.
I didn't know.
You were too young, Clive.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
These two. Aww.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. Then I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me.
Aww.
And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know.
This piano!
Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Oh! Clive! Oh! They kiss! Yes! Yes! In my Final Fantasy game!
I never was much good at garlands. But it'll have to do.
There was no bait!
Forever.
A Final Fantasy that didn't bait
Thank
me!
you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed.
Oh.
You are my treasure.
Oh my god. I think they're my favorite Final Fantasy couple.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Snow Daisy Garland, the fragrant diadem, handwoven by Jill from flowers picked on the shores of Oilfeist Bay. I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do. Song of Winter Autumn Gone from Frosted Lips Oblivion. Northern Nursery Rhyme. That's a nursery rhyme? Jill has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Oh, but I've already finished all the side quests.